Hello everyone, welcome back to Fablehaven Guild Wars Reforged. I have done it. And I wanted you to be here the moment that I become the legendary Defender of Ascalon. I have waited a long time for this moment. Aw, everyone's saying grats. I love the Guild Wars community. So we're level 20 now. What does this mean? It means I have done what I meant to do. I can play the game now. Now, from here, you kind of have two different paths. You could become what we refer to as a perma-pre-searing character. You can stay here. Back to the crypt. This didn't change at all, though. You can stay here and be the biggest fish in the pond. I don't know what I want exactly, but this is probably good enough. Perfectly spent my points. Nice. Here's my current stats. Are they great? No. That shouldn't even be there. We can dump some smiting for some healing. There we go. 9, 15, 5, 4. I'm sure that's fine. We can be the biggest fish in the pond. Oh, hey. Someone else is talking to me. Return player. First time LDoA. We can remain here and become the biggest fish in the pond. At level 20, I did pick up the Vanguard quest. At level 20, there is nothing that can oppose me. Although I did lose my best friend. The summoning stone cannot be used at level 20. So, you can stick around, you can participate in the economy. As you can see, it's kind of doing stuff. Although it is like 2 a.m. right now, so it's not doing crazy things right now. But you can remain, participate in the economy, just kind of chill vibe. And there are achievements to work towards. One is over here in Fort Rannick. There is a secret area, a hidden alcove, if you will, that hides the secrets of 2 or 3 achievements. So in the previous video, I mentioned that this Vanguard Initiate gives you bonus armor. That's not entirely true. What it does is it sets your armor to a specific value. I'm not sure if I can actually see what my armor currently is, but the value is based on your class. Monks, mesmers, elementals, and necromancers all get one value, then rangers have another, and warriors have another. I want to say rangers have 55 and warriors have 80. That sounds high, but that might be right. Someone made a chart. I don't know how they figured it out, but yeah. So this is a great bonus either way. No matter what you are, it's a great bonus to go ahead and grab. And that's how you become, not unkillable, but far more durable when facing the Vanguards, the Ascalonian Vanguard missions. But over here, near Ridge Valley, just right outside Fort Rannick, there's a hidden little alcove. And this is where you bring your iris flowers to get your Crichton helmets, which can adapt to whatever scroll you put on it, from Professor Yackington. But this guy, every day he will reset and ask for new collectible items. Perfect, he wants Charr carvings. I happen to have 283 of them. So he can rotate between anything that could be turned in for a collectible. The other day it was gargoyle heads, and someone actually was kind of to give me some. You can give him 5 at a time, up to 25. It appears you have 283 of those. I do have quite a lot. This gives you the gifts of the Huntsman. These, you can get something like this outside of pre-searing as well. Just pre-searing gives you this one. I think it's called the Gift of the Traveler in Beyond pre-searing. But this can give you points towards Party Animal, Drunkard, Sweet Tooth, and I think that's it. I believe we can pop them open. People also buy these all the time. What is that? Used to give your party a 5% morale boost. The morale boost does not cause skills to instantly recharge. Wow! That's actually really strong. I might want to save that one. The rest of these are just like, huzzah! So yeah, as you use these, you get progress towards these rare achievements, and you can hang out here and, work on it. There's a lot of points to be earned, but, you have as much time as you want here. And honey's also from this. Can't use it out here, though. So that's one thing you can do. The other thing you can do is teach the Charr a lesson. In the Northlands, north of the wall, there are the Charr invaders. And this will actually be my first time doing this without the Inferno Imp. I'm curious to see if I will have a hard time. I don't think so, but you never know. The Imp provides us so much DPS, and the Bone Horrors, though they are absolutely adorable, they're not really known for their DPS. They're just kind of here, you know? They're a distraction that happens to do a little DPS. There are a bunch of different summons that you can get later on that do more. But for now, this is what we're working with. At least I think there are. I know there's an elite summon, and that's the Bone Daddy. But I'm not sure if there's much more variety. So I figured while I'm doing this is like my favorite thing to do. I love killing these bastards. I figured I'd just talk about my experience a little bit, yap at you, and then I'll show you the second path that a character that reaches Legendary Defender of Ascalon can take. Oh, I pulled everything. That's not good. Look, I have bonus armor, but I don't have all the armor. You're supposed to wait for these to split, because pain? But we'll see. Oh yeah, this isn't going to work. Well, maybe. Hold on. There don't appear to be any mesmers removing my buffs. Just to kind of chill. I'm about to lose my last summon, though. Oh. Yep. Alright, that went well. The hunters hurt so much. I would be dead if I didn't have the bonus armor. He removed my enchantment. How far are you guys going to follow me? Okay. Ah! Gotcha! Wow. Yeah, so kiting is pretty important. Kiting and even obscuring attacks. You could argue that I'm not doing it perfectly. Guess I kind of just ran it down. But anyway, now that I'm not on the brink of death anywhere. This is a lot of fun. I expected it to be a lot harder than it was, to be honest, because prior to the Ascalonian Vanguard being added, which was in 2011, by the way, so 6 years after the game's release, in order to get the Legendary to reach level 20 here, I don't know when the title was added. I know titles were added in factions, I think. But to get the title, you had to death level. And the way death level works is you pull a mob. What's on here? You pull a mob to the shrine where you resurrect, and you just let it kill you over and over again. Eventually, that mob will level up. And so you let them kill you over and over again until they're... I think you get to level 20 and just have the monk help you. Until they're high enough level to get experience with them, and then you kill them, and then you repeat the process. It takes literally forever. But now, the Vanguards here, we can just, spawn these mobs that are around our level, and farm them out. This one, for example, the Crypt really sucks for a Necromancer, because we can't summon the undead. There are things to summon around the Crypt, but there's not a lot. But, you go to Ashford Abbey, you run in there, you can kill something, and you can teleport out. I actually use that to farm quite a lot, because the Imp really helps there. I don't know if I'd recommend doing this if you don't have access to the Imp. From, well, now it's from the Eye of the North DLC. But it's so helpful. It makes life so much easier. And I was right. I didn't know how right I was. 16 to 17 was an absolute... Snooze fest the word? It was a lot. It took forever. I'm glad I saved my quests for it. Okay, well here's the bosses, the Charr bosses. I killed these in the last video because I really do enjoy just putting an end to them. It will be a little more difficult this time, I think, because I don't have the Imp's consistent DPS. But I will try my best. I'm gonna have to both summon and DPS. How cruel. Imagine doing this is not a Necromancer. Honestly, I don't know how you would. Just go Necro. Necro solves all your problems. Is what I say, but I think Mesmers, if you're full Domination Mesmer, I'm pretty sure you can just put the why are you hitting yourself thing on these warriors and they will break themselves upon the Endless Tide. Also, Soul Reaping is doing a lot of work here. As they die, I gain mana. As I gain mana, life is good. There goes one boss. We got some morale for it, increasing our HP and energy. Oh, yeah. And there's something. Look, the Vial of Die. So the reason to do this, you know, besides just it's fun to kill the Charr. How dare they... Well, it's not destroyed yet, but... Let's just say Ascalon doesn't have a great fate waiting for it. You can get die. I mean, anything can drop die, technically. You can get these special items that people will buy because they can get runes out of them. The most valuable thing, though, is the Charr salvage kit. And I have only seen one. I have killed so many Charr here. I love doing this run. And I've only seen one. I used it all. It has 5 charges. But that salvage kit is what you use to pull the runes out of these salvaging items. And it is so valuable. The next thing is the black dye, which I sold the other day. I got 7k out of it. Which I was more than happy to get because I went on my old main character, and the dye trader is selling them for like 3.5k. So I was like, oh, hey, that's money. I got 2 for 1. It feels good to kill the Charr. The devs released a special video for 20 years, kind of talking about their experience with developing Guild Wars 1 and Guild Wars 2, and their plans. Well, they didn't talk much about their plans. They just said that there was going to be more from them. Whether that is just more Guild Wars 2, or there's some Guild Wars Reforged, or that's Guild Wars 3. We have no idea. There's been rumors of Guild Wars 3 for a long time. And I don't know, honestly. I'd love it if there were, but I don't think so. Feels good to kill the Charr. Something they said in that video, though, that stuck with me was there are people to this day who still cannot play the Charr in Guild Wars 2 because they haven't forgiven them for Ascalon. And I got a giggle out of that. Because I'm kind of in that boat. Our perpy weapon is have skill recharge of protection prayer spells. Damage plus 14% while health is above 50%. That's pretty good. That's not too shabby. I might die. So yeah, that was the Charr boss run. I could still do it. I told you, level 20 you're kind of unopposed. You don't have to kill the bosses to get these items here, these salvaging items, but you know, you might as well. You're here. So those are kind of like the end game activities for pre-searing. Remember, pre-searing, no matter how you approach this, it is still a tutorial. This is a tutorial zone. In fact, they mentioned in that video that they built this in the last week prior to the game's release. Because they didn't want it to just start, well, where we're about to go. Now your second path. You have achieved the legendary Defender of Ascalon title and enjoyed the peace of pre-searing. Now it is time to play the video game, to fulfill your destiny. Go to Ascalon and speak to Sir Titus. Remember, the whole reason we were here was the prince had rallied us one last time to go to war and counter the Charr. Have you heard? We're almost ready to set out. Before you join us, keep in mind that you'll have to say goodbye to all of the comforts of Ascalon City. Out there beyond the wall, our lives will be in constant danger, and we'll have only our comrades to rely on. But Balthazar willing, we will drive these Charr from our kingdom, once and for all. We are mustering our... I didn't think I have experience. We are mustering our forces now. The attack against the Charr will begin tonight. Let me know when you're ready to go, but be sure that all of your affairs are in order before you do. Once we leave, there will be no turning back. You may not see friends or family for quite a while. If you have unfinished business, attend to it before we go. It has been fun. It has been a pleasure. Perhaps I'll come back on another character, but today, Satu Arcadia is ready to leave everything behind. We shall be allowed into the Citadel shortly. Please wait in town. The call to glory has come. So I believe this was originally... This could be, like, real people joining you? I think. But, obviously, there's not a lot of people, you know, playing and progressing here. So they gave us henchmen. Although henchmen might have already been in the game. Level 3. I am sorry I could not join you before the skirmish. I was delayed by official business. He was delayed by me. I wanted us to watch the battle together. The battle, huh? Sir Titus did not exaggerate when he spoke of you. You have shown great promise today. The greatest of promise. Level 20. Prince. I have been keeping the prince informed of your deeds. After seeing your courage for himself, I believe he is convinced. I have come to induct you into Ascalon's vanguard. We are the elite protectors who guard our nation when threatened from within or without. As part of the vanguard, you are needed for a critical mission before we can begin our offensive against the Charr. Our sentry spotted Vatlod Doomtooth and his warband in the old bunker out behind the citadel. He must have found a passage that led here from the catacombs. Whatever his purpose, it can be no good. As soon as you are ready, the prince himself will accompany you to cast this Charr fiend out from our lands. Alrighty. Journey to the old bunker with Prince Rurik and defeat Vatlod Doomtooth and his minions. This is the Charr that, if you were there for the stream, very first, on release, this is the one that we saw briefly. He was rallying the Grawl, I think? And then he ran away like a craven dog. Because he could sense that I am great. Guild Wars was originally... The original design for Guild Wars was to kind of like learn the game through PvE missions, very much like this one. And then you would all kind of convene at the end game in PvP. That was like the initial vision for the game. And it was only during playtesting that the developers realized players really enjoyed the PvE elements. So they kind of built out the world in the later stages of development, which may be why sometimes it feels empty. Every now and again. And they kept the PvP part. It is called Guild Wars, after all. But, yeah, it's kind of funny how they shifted their vision. I mean, it's a good thing to shift your vision based on player feedback, but... how initially they didn't really have much PvE in mind at all. And now there's a lot of PvE. Many different types of PvE. One of the main things people do is they just go and hunt for gear. There's a bunch of different like runes and attachments and stuff that you can get that can elevate your character, and that you can give to heroes to elevate them to make them more useful. But there's a ton of equipment for fashion. The fashion souls. Like the apex of gear, the stats are all the same. Between the armor, the Forge of Sorrows gear, the elite gear, the ancient gear. Pretty sure the stats are all the same. But, you know, it all looks different. It's fashion. And it all has different requirements to craft. Oh no, he's level 6, team. Vatlod, that is an elite skill. I have that on my ranger. Oh, he's dead. Your days of harrowing the citizens are over. We've done it! We've saved the realm of Ascalon! Hi, Gwen. Such a beautiful place.
It was on that day that the Charr discovered a way around the Great Wall.
Why is it echoing?
A way to bring him down.
That's creepy. We killed that guy. Not too long ago. My home! It's gone.
This is where the true story begins.
I don't know why it's duplicating, I'm sorry. That's probably a Reforged bug. Old Ascalon, 2 years later. This was such an idyllic place not too long ago. Welcome back, Satu Arcadia. Looks like the patrol went well. You're still in one piece at any rate. Listen, Prince Rurik sent me to ask you a favor. You've been in the field, so you probably haven't heard about this, but an ambassador's arrived from our old enemy, Kreiter. They can help us fight the Charr, but the king won't even talk to him. The prince has not been able to make any headway with his father, but he knows the king trusts Titus, and Titus trusts you. Would you perhaps talk to War Master Titus about this matter? He's in his usual place within Ascalon City. Of course. Of course. So originally, this is where the game was meant... Oh. Why do I have cracked arm? Oh. This is where the game was originally meant to begin. It's supposed to, like, just throw you in to the deep end before they made pre-searing. But the idea, well, one of the ideas behind pre-searing was, like, they wanted you to know what you had lost. And they did a great job at making me hate the Charr. Even extending to Guild Wars 2. Like, in Guild Wars 2, it feels wrong for me to play anything but a human female. That's just what Guild Wars is to me. And here we are. And what this foul place has become. I don't think I care. Ascalon City. How much of the map do we have explored? Nothing? I thought we'd carry some of it over. But old Ascalon, this was part 2. Well, your second path that you could take. We have now joined the wider world, and this isn't even all of it. Because Elonia and Cantha are off the map. That's the, well, Nightfall and Factions, respectively. But this is the beginning of the story. I can now go from here and run it down. In fact, can I just make this? Let's see. 30 armor. That's a far cry from how much do I have? 7? 7. And then we can make the Cabal gear. Let me make this real quick. Tan hides and glittering dust. Okay. Be right back. I forgot you had to pay to open the Zunlai storage, but we've done it. And huzzah, my stuff, my glorious things. So there were actually 2 sets of equipment there. I didn't realize that. But we get to play some Fashion Souls now. So there is the Cabal set. We have the Cabal tunic, the Cabal booties, the Cabal leggings, and the Cabal gloves. My, look at that. Aren't I beautiful? Then there are the Tyrian pieces. The Tyrian gear, I think, is just meant to be like the Ascalon gear. I like the top. But I think it's a little too well clothed for me, if you know what I'm saying. I did really like the Crichton equipment. That had a nice look to it. I did find enough dye that we could dye it white. There's 4 slots for the dye, so you can get a little creative if you're feeling it. I picked up some dye from the lovely dye trader. And look, black is 3.2 plats. I made a killing. But I just want to showcase that you can stack the dye like so. It's really hard to tell the difference, but it kind of like gives it some definition. Is that the word to use? And you can have 4 of them. I don't know how you'd be able to tell, but it's like ever so slightly better defined. What's the other way? Look, we did this reverse. I think it's the same. I think. So yeah, here is our glorious Cabal set. It is beautiful. As a Necromancer, our headpiece is a scar pattern, which I think my lovely hairdo hides, which is fine by me. Fine by me. Some very nice guy gave me a new stick, but I found I had this in my my vault of many things, and I think this is better for us. And I can also visit the rune merchants. I love the merchants. The traders, excuse me. They're not exactly merchants, because they consolidate their prices based on the player base. But here, we can get superior death magic. My, it's expensive. But we have the funds for that. I'm surprised. I don't know what the point of this is. This is 3.3 plat, but it makes you take more holy damage? Gives you +10 armor at the cost of being more vulnerable to holy damage. Not sure. Not sure about that one. But we can put this on... We might as well put it on our hat, right? Now, of course, if we find an elite set, I'm going to have to... Probably can break it apart. I don't have any improved identification kits on me, but I think my other characters do. I'm not sure if there's anything to do with my Crichton equipment, but to sell it. I think I'll hold on to it for a little bit longer. But yeah, I bought some Ascalonian keys so that when I'm exploring out in the world, I can find and open boxes. And for the foreseeable future, this is what I'll be doing. I'll just be vibing in the world, playing through the story. There is, I might go to Lion's Arch to get heroes, but we'll see. Or my mercenaries, rather. But there's only one more thing I wanted to show you. So the last thing I wanted to show you was Sir Dermot. If you have access to the bonus mission pack, which you can purchase on Steam if you have the Guild Wars Reforged, but if you have an old account, the Steam one won't do anything. I lost $5 on that, but whatever, it's fine.
Let me tell you.
So you have to buy it from the Guild Wars store if you have an actual account. But this is kind of like standalone missions that are side stories or backstories to the different campaigns. There's one for Eye of the North, one for... I'm going backwards here. Nightfall, Factions, and one for Prophecies. For Prophecies, it's Gwen's story. And he handed me a book, Gwen's story, which we can read.
Gwen. This is her story.
And there are the 3 chapters, and I think these are 3 excess ones. So, her name is Gwen. This is her story. She was 10 years old when the Searing struck Ascalon. Gwen lost her family, her home, and her childhood in a matter of hours as the sky-summoned fury of the Charr shaman shattered the world around her. Thousands of Ascalonian died that day, and thousands more fled before the Charr invasion. Gwen wandered alone in the wreckage of a nation, searching desperately for the hand of a friend. Instead, she found the Charr. More to the point, they found her. Oh, my party's full. Let me just kick these heroes out of here real quick. And enter mission. Let me just unequip my bow real quick.
And she prays for the chance to strike back.
I have never done this before, so we're going to learn together what this is all about. Oh. The flight north. Oh, I hope this doesn't spoil the Prophecies story. I don't think it will. Finally awake, girl. Trust me, the nightmare of this world is far worse than any you could dream up in your fitful sleep. Today, the Charr plan to feed us to a siege devourer simply for their amusement. But those vile beasts don't realize the extent of my vast knowledge of these lands. At one point, they were part of my estates. I know of a series of tunnels that lead into some old ruins nearby. Beyond that lies freedom. I need only find a way past that infernal creature to once again breathe as a free man. Who that? Pretty boy, show us if you will fight even half as well as you dress. Look at that leaning pillar. I think I can knock it over with a rock. My freedom is at hand. If you can escape in the confusion, do so. Farewell. This is Duke Gibbon. I actually saved him for my My quest. Oh, he's dead.
What? Oh, already. Worthless. Such a pity for a man to die as uselessly as he lived. At least he could have entertained us. Perhaps you will provide better sport, little mouse. You always did like to scurry so. Tell me, though, where shall you go now that there's nowhere left to run? No need to answer with words. Your tears will suffice.
Okay, so we have a stance to run. We can throw a rock. We can hide. Conceal myself. Or we can feign death. Okay. Interesting. So these are all prisoners. I'm assuming this is between the time of, well, it was only, Gwen was like 10, I think, when prophecies ended. Find a way to defeat the Siege Devourer. You're joking. Okay. I'm assuming that's the Siege Devourer. I did 0 damage. Okay. Good. I can't fight that thing. I have to hide. You do. Oh. That pillar is cracked. I wonder... Okay. Lol. Thank you. Oh. I wonder why that didn't hit me. Hi. How's it going? Okay. So far, so good. There's apparently secrets in these little stories that will unlock other things.
Look at the mouse, scary.
Yeah, I hate the Charr. And I'm not the only one. They deserve it. I'm trying to remember how popular the Charr are in Guild Wars 2. I don't remember seeing a lot of them. They might be the least played race. I don't see a lot of the Norns, though, either. Get crushed. Oh, there's a lot of dead people.
Impossible. Killer.
Okay, navigate the underground. Oh, there's a lot of dead people. Lilia, who's that? Gate lock. Okay. A research journal. Oh, it's a spirit. Oh, it's a spirit. Hello? Is someone there? Oh my, you're still alive. I knew the warmth of life once, but then the Charr came. Now but as I think, you'll find you are trapped here with us. Great sorrow encompasses this place, holding us all within its cold embrace. Cannot move on, cannot go home, must relive the sorrow forever. Oh.
She fled into the ruins, foolish mouse. None who enter.
None who enter the place ever return. Postcard to the exit in case she attempts to be the first. We must not fall. Only we know what the Charr have planned. If we don't stop them, I will fight until the last. The Charr cannot sear our lands if my flames burn them first. Felice may no longer be with us, but no matter how many Charr we face, remember, we are outnumbered. All of Ascalon stands with us this day. We shall not fall. We fight for the lives of our countrymen. We fight for their future. Back support. That's funny. Okay. I want the I think the research journal is part of the quest. Oh, there's a lot of dead people here. Oh, there's a lot of them. Oh. I encountered... Oh, we get our skills from this. Okay. I encountered my first Charr today, and my hopes of slowing their assault were quickly dashed. If not for a spell I devised on the spot, I would not have survived this brutal attack. As a horde bore down upon me, I manipulated the ether to imbue myself with the vigor of my youth. Thus, for a short time, I moved with the sure-footed speed of a child. However, illusions seldom last, and the body must eventually pay for the follies of the mind. After my narrow escape, I suffered much physical strain, and yet, better than the unthinkable alternative. We move faster. Initial effect removes crippled. End effect, you are crippled. Okay. Charr striking us from the shadows amidst the chaos. Oh. It's meant to represent, like, players. Curse it all. I need light to aim my arrows. We must fall back to more defensible position. Am I supposed to help with this? I have a lit torch. Ow. What have the Charr done to these poor souls? I must help them move on. Oh, I see, I think. I think we're supposed to run through that and use this to remove the cripple? Maybe. Maybe this will teach me another skill. That's cool looking. I have no idea what this is referencing, but it's cool looking. The Charr moved through the land with the speed and primal fury of a wildfire. I have begun to realize that simple defense is not enough to slow this onslaught, so I have devised a new spell. It is actually a relatively simple matter to use the ether to alter the perceptions of an enemy, especially one so primitive as the Charr. In their minds, they believe themselves fatigued, atrophied even, thus slowing their relentless assault. I only hope it is enough. So this is Shared Burden. Also, X's foes near your target. Boop. Okay. We're not going to make it. Here we are. We're doing fine. Hey, what about that other room then? Did I just skip that? It did say they were retreating. It looks like we're chilling. Well, they are fast. I got 3 of the 4. We made it. Now we can regroup and figure out our next step. We must live through this. Oh. Wait, could I... Do you think I can run the whole way around? There's a rock here. I think I have to light this brazier. What if I can just tank this? I think I can just tank this.
Violence is always the answer.
Okay. Because I don't think there's enough time to run all the way around. Unless my, I just got caught yapping. Caught up yapping about the story. Okay, so I can still be hasted, but I get crippled either way. Got it. I'm coming, friends. We use our stance to run faster as well. Hey! Wait, what? I got a ping back here. Did I relieve the mists? I think I did. You can see now. Balthazar blesses us with his fire. May his hand guide my arrows. Cool.
Push the Charr back.
Okay. So, what about over here? I have been playing for 1 hour. Thank you, game. I think I completed this part. Okay. We're fine. I don't think the door would have opened. Okay. Oh, by the way, I probably should mention this earlier. You still gain XP at level 20, and I believe what you're doing is you're gaining XP to give you a skill point. Not overly helpful if you're staying in pre-searing, but, pretty cute nevertheless. What's up here? Nothing? Oh, I told you there are secrets in these. Is this the way out? Oh. Okay. Alright, sure. There were tunnel complexes in pre-Searing, but I don't know... None of them went, like, this elaborate. They probably just made these for the quest, you know? Or, you know, these bonus packs. Because these are, like, one-and-dones. I mean, you can replay them, but... Once you complete all of them, you can get it signed, and you can trade it in for, equipment. Reports of Charr attacks arrive daily, so I have begun researching ways to protect us from these beasts. By focusing the ether around my body, I can create a barrier. It is almost as though the air itself hardens, stopping arrows and deflecting blades. I need more time to perfect the spell, though. It requires an immense amount of concentration to maintain, and lapses in focus allow attacks to slip through. A bigger drawback is the energy loss from exertion. Perhaps I can find some way to compensate for this. Oh. Maybe I should have used that. Alright. Put down a torch. Here's a rock. I'm good at using a rock. I have a button specifically for using rocks. That's scary. Oh. We're trapped. Huh. You are trapped. The Charr have come for us. All I can do is try to save my research in the hope that someone can use it to forge a better future for mankind. It was this overwhelming desire to stem the tide that inspired my last spell. I have found a way to use the ether to directly inhibit a foe's mind. The weave is complex, but when properly crafted, the spell slows a foe's actions. It is as if he is moving through molasses. If only this could slow the wave of inevitability about to wash over us. Perhaps some might escape. Okay. Sum of all fears. Great. Ah, there it is. We saw that earlier. I'm like, isn't there something over here? Oh. Oh! The gods favor us this day. The beasts have fallen. Oh, I thought that was me falling, honestly. Okay. Cool. We did it. What did we do? I think I meant to use the Sum of All Fears to leave. Oh, these are turned off. Okay, cool. Okay. Oh, also, does this work? It does. I mentioned in the last video how there wasn't a map for the catacombs, but you can press U and it will display a mission map. That's what they call this. In any zone you're in. It doesn't have like the exploration of a global map, but I feel as if I've awoken from a dream. How long are we trapped here, reliving our past failure? Good question. I don't know. Time matters not. This girl has freed us. That alone tells me that our people yet live. Ascalon will never die. Yeah. Can we talk to you? A man needs only two things at his side. His blade and his comrade. Stand fast. We shall face the Charr together. The Charr took our lives, but we did not lose the battle. Not so long as the people of Ascalon still fight. Go, little one. Leave the past behind. Greater battles lie ahead. Reach the foothill of the distant mountains. Okay. I'm assuming that's that. Okay. Be wary of Charr patrol. So we have a few tools at our disposal for avoiding the Charr. Oh. Lissa, help me. Oh, shit. One thing we can do. We can hide. We can pretend we're dead. We can debuff them. We can run like craven dogs. We can debuff them. Although, truthfully, I don't want to even get involved with them if we can help it. Okay. Run! Flee! Holy crap. I threaded that needle. Nice. Oh, maybe not. Hello. You guys want to stay over there, far away from me, not even coming this way, please? Ooh, okay. Nailed it. We got through. I'm running. Oh, there's people here. Captain Langbar, that's the Ascalon Vanguard guy. I was panicking.
Gwen found her refuge at last. She came upon a camp of humans fighting against the Charr.
She's pretty tall for a young lady.
Though first suspicious, they admitted her into their ranks. Now Gwen serves as one of the Ebon Vanguard. Her wounds have healed, but anger still blazes in her heart.
Not gonna lie, I thought that had more to do. You have unlocked Discovery Mode. Oh, 500 gold. You've unlocked Discovery Mode for Gwen's story. Enter this mission again to discover hidden secrets and earn bonus rewards.
Her name is Gwen. This is her story.
Oh, so she's 17 then. Okay. Interesting. But yeah, that is the bonus mission. I thought End of the World would have more to do with the actual Searing itself. That's why I wanted to include it. But, yeah, so it's the bonus mission stuff. I think, where is he? Once you complete all of it, you can get it signed or authorized, I think it's called. And, you get 500 gold for completing a mission and 2.5k gold for completing a bonus mission. Bonus objective. But then, I believe it'd be this guy. Yeah, then once the story is authorized, you can trade it in for this equipment, which I believe does max damage? I think. And of course looks cool. And it can be fully customized with your various things. I don't know how to get more inscriptions, but yeah. It's just stuff to do. This is Kryta. Is Merset Kryta? I don't remember. Tengu, this is Kantha. I don't know how cool this would look. And this is Undead. To Rise. I don't know who that. But the Chantry of Secrets are in Guild Wars 2 as well. I don't remember when this came out. But anyway, yeah, that's the bonus mission pack, which I may play more of it. We'll see. I may not. I think my focus right now is just playing through some of the story with good old Satu. Maybe she can even come here and one day bask in the light of Lion's Arch. I think this is where we're trying to go in Prophecies, I think. Not to spoil the story or anything, but the ruins of Ascalon are not a pretty place, as it were. Fine, I'll accept them and sell them. But, my friends, that was the legendary Defender of Ascalon. I just included a bunch of random stuff that was related to it. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Feel free to let me know if you'd like to see more Guild Wars Reforged. I have plenty of ideas of things that I could do, although most of them are later on. And yeah, I've just been vibing, and I'm going to continue to vibe and play through the game and enjoy it as I did once so very long ago. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Thank you to the patrons and the channel members who support the channel. I greatly appreciate you. If you'd like to stay up to date with anything happening on the channel, feel free to join the description down below, and I'll see you next time.